William Morrow and HarperAudio present A Deadly Affair, Unexpected Love Stories from the Queen of Mystery by Agatha Christie. Performed by David Suchet, Hugh Fraser, Joan Hickson, and Judith Boyd.
The King of Clubs. Truth, I observed, laying aside the daily newsmonger, is stranger than fiction. The remark was not perhaps an original one. It appeared to incense my friend. Tilting his egg-shaped head on one side, the little man carefully flicked an imaginary fleck of dust from his carefully creased trousers and observed, "How profound! What a thinker is my friend Hastings!" Without displaying any annoyance at this quite uncalled-for jibe, I tapped the sheet I had laid aside. "You've read this morning's paper?" "I have, and after reading it, folded it anew, symmetrically. I did not cast it on the floor as you have done with your so lamentable absence of order and method." That's the worst of Poirot. Order and method are his gods. He goes so far as to attribute all his success to them. "Well, then you saw the account of the murder of Henry Reedburn, the impresario?" It was that which prompted my remark. Not only is truth stranger than fiction, it is more dramatic. Think of that solid middle-class English family, the Oglanders. Father and mother, son and daughter, typical of thousands of families all over this country. The men of the family go to the city every day, the women look after the house. Their lives are perfectly peaceful and utterly monotonous, and last night they were sitting in their neat suburban drawing-room at Daisymead, Streatham, playing bridge. Suddenly, without any warning, the French window bursts open and a woman staggers into the room. Her grey satin frock is marked with a crimson stain. She utters one word, "Murder," before she sinks to the ground insensible. It is possible that they recognize her from her pictures as Valerie St. Clair, the famous dancer who has lately taken London by storm. "Is this your eloquence, or that of the Daily Newsmonger?" inquired Poirot. The Daily Newsmonger was in a hurry to go to press and contented itself with bare facts, but the dramatic possibilities of the story struck me at once. Poirot nodded thoughtfully. "Wherever there is human nature, there is drama. But it is not always just where you think it is. Remember that. Still, I too am interested in their case, since it is likely that I shall be connected with it." "Indeed? Oh, yes. A gentleman rang me up this morning and made an appointment with me on behalf of Prince Paul of Morania." "But what has that to do with it?" "You do not read your pretty little English scandal papers, the ones with the funny stories and a little mouse has heard, or a little bird would like to know. See here." I followed his short, stubby finger along the paragraph. Whether the foreign prince and the famous dancer are really affinities, and if the lady likes her new diamond ring. "And now to resume your so dramatic narrative," said Poirot. "Mademoiselle St. Clair had just fainted on the drawing-room carpet at Daisymead, you remember?" I shrugged. "And as a result of Mademoiselle's first murmured words when she came round, the two male Oglanders stepped out, one to fetch a doctor to attend to the lady who was evidently suffering terribly from shock, and the other to the police station, whence after telling his story he accompanied the police to Montdésir, Mr. Reedburn's magnificent villa, which is situated at no great distance from Daisymead. There they found the great man, who by the way suffers from a somewhat unsavory reputation, lying in the library with the back of his head cracked open like an eggshell." "Oh, I have cramped your style," said Poirot kindly. "Forgive me, I pray. Here is Monsieur le Prince." Our distinguished visitor was announced under the title of Count Theodore. He was a strange-looking youth, tall, eager, with a weak chin, the famous Morenberg mouth, and the dark, fiery eyes of a fanatic. "Monsieur Poirot." My friend bowed. "Monsieur, I am in terrible trouble, greater than I can well express." Poirot waved his hand. "I comprehend your anxiety. Mademoiselle St. Clair is a very dear friend, is it not so?" The prince replied simply, "I hope to make her my wife." Poirot sat up in his chair and his eyes opened. The prince continued, "I should not be the first of my family to make a morganatic marriage. My brother, Alexander, has also defied the emperor. We are living now in a
Sample complete. Ready to continue?